4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations. You have found a very special show on the internet we call Date Night. This is a very special date night because some of us forgot to turn their audio on last session. So we're going to give a pretty in-depth recap of what happened last session. And also, we get to go into the mind of a Shava and find out what her dream was while she was passed out completely drunk in an outdoor tavern. So without further ado, let's introduce ourselves. Hi, I'm DM Matt. I'm here to be a DM and make things great and fun for everybody. For sure, definitely not evil. Alongside me today is we will start with Shava.
Hello. I missed you guys last week.
We missed you too. Actually, in real life, next to Shava is Ian playing Ramondo. Possibly Ian playing Ramondo.
Sorry, I was muted.
I thought it was Romardo.
Yes, Ramardo is here. And you still cannot say my name. It is working perfectly.
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to get it wrong, I think, every single time.
I get it wrong half the time because you get it wrong. It's like...
there's a part of my brain that just says, nope. I'm going full 80-year-old person. I can't learn anymore.
Yeah, it's like anyone who tries to learn my real name.
Yep.
Yeah, like that.
Hey, we got proof from someone that audio is working. Hooray!
Oh, nice.
Confirmation.
Not alongside anybody.
I just wanted that validation.
Me too. But not alongside anybody is Nate playing the Kraken.
I am the Kraken. And, we did miss the Barbarian because we really thought the Barbarian was going to save the two that session. We were like,
surprise.
Yeah.
We thought we were going to die.
Yeah, we were.
Surprise.
I had plans for a eulogy, and it was just going to be a lot of crying. But we didn't die.
I was very sick. Very, very sick.
Very sick.
But yes, we are well now, mostly.
Well, without further ado, let's go through our usuals. Today's nerdy shirt of the day. I forgot I was wearing it. We were talking about Harry Potter off air. Is a Deathly Hallows shirt. Whoa!
Hey. Oh. Hey, I have a Pusheen shirt.
It's extremely too tight. I know that. But I needed a nerdy shirt that I haven't worn yet. And so I grabbed this.
Yep.
You have an impressive collection because I have like 5 to 6 shirts that I just wear on rotation, period.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie. I'm getting low. I'm not going to lie. I'm getting low.
5 Batman shirts alone.
Yeah, I do have 2 or 3 Batman shirts I can dive into. And I should have spread them out, but I didn't. So they're all just going to come out of nowhere. Harry Potter, let's go. Harry Potter, let's go. Says someone who we definitely don't know. Could possibly be my wife. Could possibly be anyone. Probably just a loyal fan.
I like to side on anyone and a loyal fan.
Yes. Yes. She does watch every week. And I guess without further to do, for you guys, let's have 15 seconds of just pure utter silence. For anyone listening, it's time to hit up that awesome intro song. Here we go. You hit it with the yeah again. That's awesome.
Was it in the same spot?
It was the same spot.
Yeah.
Dun. It's awesome. At some point, I should send it to you guys so you guys can actually know what everyone else is listening to and what I'm awkwardly dancing to. But hey, it's here. It's recap date night.
We could watch our show.
I kind of find not knowing funny, actually.
Yes.
But hey, let's get into a deep dive here. So the game started off with a barrel pointed at your guys' head, you guys being Ramando and the Kraken. What happened?
Oh, well, we got blasted in the face and white searing pain, and then we felt a lot better.
Yep. Robotic man with an axe in his head, poorly welded facial hair, decided to shoot you guys with a healing dart, both of you in the middle of your foreheads. This man then introduced himself as Shelly, although his chest plate lit up 888111. After that, you guys kind of wandered through the night a little bit. Of course, Shava passed out drunk from drinking way too much bathtub booze. And you guys took a little rest. Shelly decided to shut down because Shelly didn't have any more light to power her or him or whatever Shelly likes to be known as. And what happened after that? Who wants to give me a recap after that?
Well, we made our way back to Redstone.
Yep.
Eventually, after we camped out for the night. The Kraken got a good night's rest while Romardo indulged a bit and stayed up all night, brilliantly camouflaging everything. And we got back to Lower Redstone, which is where Romardo lives. Oh my god, I don't know what happened to my voice right there.
We learned the Kraken sleeps
Oh my God.
with his eyes open.
Yes, we learned that.
Yeah. So, we did learn that the Kraken does in fact sleep with his eyes open. He just sits
Kraken.
upright and stares.
That's terrifying.
While we discuss the Kraken sleeping with his eyes open, let's do something terrifying on stream and look directly into the Kraken's eyes. It's terrifying. It's disgusting, and we all know now. The only other thing, the reason
I follow you.
The reason Ian Ramondo was up all night was because he took
some speed.
He took
some
some
of his
speed.
speed that he had.
Yep. Don't get high on your own supply.
Romardo knows when to indulge and when not to.
Upon arriving at Redstone, you graciously and should we say very chivalry dropped off Shava at the outdoor tavern. The good news is you dropped her off with a very loyal friend, Valtor, the one-eyed bartender. You guys got stitched up by, once again, a drunk one-armed bartender. And then Kraken, where'd you head off to after that?
Well, after I was stitched up, I left my autograph in a table.
That is true. Let's not forget.
Yep.
There is a autograph in Valtor's table, which is basically just a broken table now. But we don't need to go into any more detail than that, I don't think.
Nope. The Kraken went to repair his Kraken suit. He met a hilarious shopkeep name of Clean Masters.
Clean Masters.
And speaking of, I forgot to say after that the session that I immediately watched the Adventure Time.
There you
with
go.
The horse.
There you go. What's his first name? I know it's Masters.
No, I forgot. I can't think of it. I just had it in my head. It's
he's
on the ball.
I got Masters directly from that because I just recently rewatched Adventure Time because I'm 30. That's where I got Masters from. I think he also... Wait, does he also only say his name?
Yep.
Oh, dang it. I thought that was more original than it was. Okay. Well, that's directly from Adventure Time then.
It's fine. There's literally nothing original left in writing anymore. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, yeah.
The Kraken, tried to barter for a new repaired Kraken suit, but Clean Masters, he needed money, and the Kraken has no idea what money is.
Yep.
So he yelled for Romardo and Remy, money now.
Romardo followed Shelley. Do you remember where he went there, Ian?
He went to the blacksmith / metalworker shop.
Yes. Her name is Pan. She is a Dwarven female who was going to have a southern accent, but my voice was still recovering from feeling terrible for 2 weeks for no apparent reason. So I instead looked for any accent I could find that didn't hurt my voice. I'm going to say unsuccessful. I didn't find one. So who knows? Maybe next time you see Pan, she may still have a southern accent.
She may sound different.
James Baxter.
James Baxter. That's right.
Yep.
So take that. Didn't steal
different.
Masters.
Yep.
But yeah, Shelley wandered off. Saw someone working with metal. Was intrigued because Shelley themselves are also made of metal.
Is metal.
And they wanted to watch. Pan got very aggressive and told Shelley to go outside and watch, and Shelley did. Just stared through the window. At that point, Ramando intervened, and what happened there, bud?
I just kind of convinced her that it seemed like he just literally wanted someone to take a look at him, so I kind of convinced her to do that. And Shelley just kind of came in and sat down and started letting her poke around in his brain. I guess I don't know what she's doing really.
Yeah,
full body.
She's over there doing stuff. That's what we know.
So after a small bit of time over there, the Kraken decided it was time to get some money, and then you guys both went over to Clean Masters, where Romardo definitely understood everything Clean Masters were saying, and there was no confusion whatsoever.
I was real slow on the uptake there.
I in all fairness, when you're speaking with someone who strictly says Clean Masters, and they are also bartering, it's going to be tough. Shava, you sounded like you had something to say there.
No.
Nice.
No, good.
Nice. Buzz. Oh my goodness.
Is there a storm warning?
Storm warning. Romardo spent some money there. I believe 22, so that's a 25. 10. You spent about 50 coin. I don't think that's the exact number, but it was about somewhere in there. And
Give or take,
both Armando and Kraken. Kraken got brand new Kraken armor, identical to his old armor. And Ramondo got 2 Ramondo armors. And they were manifested in a small glow stick-like spell, which all they had to do was crack it, and their armor appeared out of the glow stick.
Which is a pretty sweet way of deploying a spell.
Clean Masters doesn't fuck around.
Yeah, sounds Tronish.
It reminds me of Robin Hood Men in Tights, where they crack open their tights.
Here's the good news. Add that to the podcast list, Nate, because I have not seen Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Oh,
Something about
Shocking.
Men in Tights, I think, was the problem in that particular moment in time.
Wow.
There's a whole song about it though.
Oh, you wouldn't have been allowed to watch that. Yeah, that's
Well,
right.
Yep.
Add it to
Apparently, I've been told I pitched our podcast to a couple of my buddies, and they told me the first thing absolutely has to be Spaceballs because I have not seen Spaceballs.
How many Mel Brooks films have you seen?
Yes.
I'm gonna guess none.
Oh yeah.
Um,
you gotta.
At
you
least,
gotta-
have-
at least if we're talking growing up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The bad news is a lot of it carries over. Because I go, that was from 10 years ago. I don't want to watch that because I'm a jerk.
I had a family member that said, like, I don't watch movies from the 80s. I was like, why? Because they're old and they're not going to be that good. I was like,
Yep.
well, you're missing out.
Yep. So Spaceballs has got to be first, apparently. One of my friends says we can't be friends until I watch it, and he's a good friend of mine.
Wow.
So we have that's got to be first.
Feels very powerfully about this.
So back on track. After Clean Masters and all this interaction, you guys decided to go get some food from a small gnome chef named only as Chef Flick, which I can almost highlight. There he is. He's a very small gnomish man. He got you guys steaks. He got you some bread and Kraken. How'd it taste?
It was way better than alley food, rainwater, or coffee.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, Romardo kept on hearing him talk about eating from dumpsters and drinking rainwater from gutters, and he just felt very sad for Kraken.
And to recap any more before we can jump into what was happening with our Barbarian, Ramondo forgot somehow that the annual or five annual. How would you say 5 annual festival?
Fifth annual.
Quintannual.
Quintannual. That's right. Yeah. Every 5 years, this event happens, and it is called Ramondo the
Crawdad Cookout.
Crawdad Cookout. It's a good old time. Lots of food. There's a big party in town. Everyone has a good time. But most importantly, Talador's Talented Taboos comes to town. A large carnival with carnies. And these carnies pulled a fast one on you guys.
Yeah, those fucks.
A small jester known only as I don't know has taken your coin purse, left you specifically 1 coin, and replaced all of your gold pieces with chocolate gold pieces. And Mr. Sing It Slow, a turtle bard for this traveling taboo group, decided to sing a song inviting anyone in missing any items. They would not have to pay, and their items would be sitting in their designated seats. The other members of this group of taboos is Cleo, the Grand Red Hand, which some of our players got high eyebrowed over because in a home game, the Red Hand means something very specific. There was Lola the Dancer, who was just dancing, inviting people in. Obviously, Mr. Sing It Slow, the Jester I don't know, Tomunk, the Coin Collector, the Bugbear Krungle, the Unbreakable, Eagle Eye, a gnomish sharpshooter, and Yasmo, a gnomish strongman, who I think I mistakenly said was a dwarf, but she is a gnome, and she was holding up Krungle. So she is very strong.
And the Kraken just huffed at the bugbear unbreakable one.
It is true. There was a huffing match,
Mm-hmm.
which is only cool if glue is involved. Just kidding. Don't huff glue.
Oh no!
Wow.
Just
They're,
kidding.
they're trying to out grizzly one another.
Yes. And of course,
Never so quickly been demonetized.
I know it. I know it. Hey, we all grew up in the 90s and early 2000s. We all know the kid who huffed glue. What are they doing now? I don't know. I don't talk to them.
Oh,
Unless
no.
you guys are the kids who huffed glue.
Nope.
Neat.
I don't remember doing it, but I feel like if I did it, I wouldn't remember doing it.
It's true. Because you know what we
I
did
went to
huff?
grade-
The cool kids huffed Sharpies.
Oh man.
I went to grade school with a kid who would like take just regular pieces of paper and he would dump out the old pencil sharpeners into them and like roll them and try to smoke them. Or just like try to roll paper with pencil shadings in it.
Once again, we don't condone any of this, especially not the Sharpie bit.
By
That
all
was
means,
also
do
a joke.
not do this.
Yeah.
But that is
That's
hilarious.
terrible.
Absolutely do not do that.
Oh yeah.
So demonetized.
Yep.
No.
But guess what? That's
I'm
okay.
saying right now, do not do that. That is a bad idea, children, adults, anybody listening.
Good
When-
thing this is not TikTok.
Yep. When I go to post this on YouTube, there should be a large disclaimer saying, "We're funny people. These are all jokes. Don't do any of this."
Yeah, don't do
Please.
this.
Please don't.
Speaking of don't do this, Talador's Talented Taboos is led by, of course, Talador. Just some elf guy standing on the tent, saying things, inviting people in. So that's kind of what happened last time. But what we didn't hear is what was happening with Shava. Shava, you have a nice little bed, tucked away in an outdoor bar. No one's disturbing you. No one's, throwing onion rings or spilling beer or anything like that on you as you're there. Valator has taken good care of you. Although people are being are getting very drunk because it is the Crawdad Cookout, and it's party week. But you are comfortably sleeping off the bathtub booze. You have multiple dreams. The first one that sticks with you, you just kind of jolt up from a bush, a very nice, cozy bush that you are now very familiar with. What's the first thing you do when you wake up from this bush?
Bruh.
The good news is there's not a foot kicking you in the face this time.
Bruh. So I suppose I'll roll out, not onto the path that I imagined in my brain theater beside this bush.
Sure.
But a little bit further back onto
Sure.
the grass.
You kind of roll out a little bit. You're expecting the same scenery, a nice forest that is next to this bush. You're expecting kind of the wall to Belanomisk. You're expecting Officer Wiles on top of the wall, that the young private who was very kind and interested in what you had to do and say. But instead, there's just a well. There's no Belanomisk. There's no forest. In fact, behind you is just fog. And about 20 feet, 25 feet in front of you is a well. What would you like to do? This is your dream. You control what you do in your dream.
Can I dive in the well?
Oh, you most certainly can. So getting up from your bush, you see a well, no hesitation. You want to do it?
Going for a swim. Yeah.
All right. Give me that Michael Phelps tuck. Your head to chest, your arms up. You dive in Eyes open or eyes closed?
Eyes closed.
Eyes
Eyes
closed.
closed.
That's good. You don't want water rushing into your eyes. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
right. That's at first, at least.
Weird bit. Not water. You hit some gross wiggling, maybe large worm type things that are just completely surrounding you now at this point.
Cool.
A little hard to breathe. Definitely kind of gross and slimy. What do you want to do?
I mean, can I poke one?
Oh,
Can I
yeah.
try to charm one?
You most certainly can. Why don't you go ahead and make the first roll of our recap night? Go ahead, roll a charm. Let's see if you can charm. Eyes still closed, so what feels like a worm but could be anything. Let's see how. Also, I'm finally off antibiotics, so I'm finally drinking whiskey again, and the world is better.
I think it's +2, so 5.
Yes. So good news. The worms are heading towards you. You can feel more and more of them gathering towards you. Bad news is you definitely know you didn't quite charm the pants off of them. One, they weren't wearing pants. You feel one that is like bit onto your ear, and you can feel your ear being pulled away from your body a little bit.
Like, okay.
It's
Can I
still
just, like-
attached to you. It's just being like pulled.
And is this thing like moored in the wall of the well, or like where is this thing?
You don't feel the edges of the well. Do you want to open up your eyes? They're still closed.
Sure.
You
Yeah.
are definitely surrounded by gross looking. You remember Lion King, the original Lion King, when they hold up a grub and it's like a fat worm?
Yeah.
That's you're surrounded by hundreds, if not thousands, of them. One of them
Okay.
have now pinched your ear and is pulling it, and you can see other grubs like heading towards your ear. You do not see any walls of a well.
Can I go grub swimming?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna swim through some grubs here.
You're swimming. How long do you want to swim for? There's still a grub on your ear. It can't pull because you're kind of just swimming.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and like pinch around its mouth and try and like get it off.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me a strength check. This thing is definitely pretty strong. Let's see. You can get this thing off here. Look at that.
That's a nat 8.
A nat 8. No modifier, right? Oh, +1. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you rip it off your ear pretty easily. Bad news, it clamped, so you're pulling off a little chunk of ear.
Oh,
so that's
cool.
not fun. That's a bummer.
It's gonna look cool though.
It is going to look cool. It's a good scar to tell. A good story of a scar to tell.
Yeah.
And then cold sweat hits you. You can feel that you know you goofed up, and mom is behind you staring at you, waiting for you to turn around. Like you just feel that energy. What would you like to do?
Put the grub back.
Okay, these eyes, you can just feel them like beaming into the back of your head, and then you hear this. We're waiting. We are almost there. And we jump over to your second dream of the night. What is your second dream of the night, Shava?
That's a very good question. Karaoke bar. Yep.
Karaoke bar. What is Shava's number one go-to karaoke song?
Don't Stop Believing.
Don't Stop Believing. The wonderful Spell Guys song that we all know, Don't Stop Believing. hyphen in your spell book because that's what keeps you wizards alive. Everyone knows that song here in Terra Luna. It's always a top charter. Roll me a performance. Roll me a charm. I apologize. I don't know what performance is because this isn't Dungeons and Dragons. This is a D8 gaming game.
Nat 8.
Ooh, what?
Nat 8 plus 2.
Nat 8 plus 2. This club is going nuts. Everyone is having a great time. It's weird. It's you. It doesn't sound perfect. There's definite imperfections. Your voice cracks. Your lyre's still broken, so you're really just playing one string. But people are loving it, having an amazing time.
That's good.
What's your send off? You've had your encore. This was your encore. What's your send off for Terra Luna, the great club of Terra Luna?
Spay and neuter your pets.
And with that, you see this gentleman, giant head. It's huge. It's Jimmy Neutron-esque big, blue, and his forehead is just pulsating. You can see veins. He has a big cloak on, and he pulls up a hand, and it's just this skinny, gross little tentacle. And you hear him just kind of point around to everyone, and as he yells, "Spade and neuter your pets," and you wake up in a cold, cold sweat.
Good.
You find yourself in an outdoor bar.
Great.
And Valtor looks at you and he goes, "Well, that's good. You're awake. Hi. You're in Redstone.
Cool.
Yeah.
You got liquor?
I do. I have a lot of liquor. Would you like some?
Cool. Yes.
Okay. Your friends went that way. This is on the house. If you guys want more, just come back."
Okay. I'll just take my drink and start walking.
Okay. All right. With that, that is Shava's fever dream of last session. But the good news is, guys, I've got one more little bit before we head off for the night. Something far away. It's a flash to a different location. Something that you guys and your characters don't know. But we find a young man, 15, 16, something like that, running through a forest, trips and falls in true horror fashion, turns around and looks at this grotesque monster with skinny little arms, stands about 16, 15 feet tall as it looks down, just drooling, and the drool drips on his boots as he kind of crawls away and starts running. Ears full of holes that used to hold some sort of earrings. Neck is like burnt with a golden chain that has like burnt the edges of his neck. A nose ring that has fallen out and just dangling at this point. As this creature reaches towards him, just barely grabs a bit of his coat and rips it apart. And you hear this young man kind of stand tall and go, "I am a king born 13 brothers too late. You will not have me." And poof, we flash away from that situation. What is that? There's no way of knowing for sure. But that is a thing happening either currently, in the past, or going to happen in the future. You guys will have to find out some other time.
I really thought the monster was going to say, don't forget to spay and neuter.
Spay and neuter.
You know, I was hoping you were going to say something like, "Yeah, good night, Terra Luna." Now I have to make a scary monster whisper that in somebody's ear at some point in time. In fact,
Premonition.
I'm going to get out my notes And I gotta write that down right now.
The monster chases people down. Did you neuter?
I learned this at a karaoke bar.
There are thousands of pets needing home.
Without further ado, guys, that is our mini recap of what happened last session that we lost audio for. The only other fun thing to know, Armando, your landlord is this old crotchety lady, Viola. You owe her some money. This is her daughter, Val, who you have noticed once or twice staring at you from across the bar.
Oh, yes, Romardo has noticed.
Trent, who to most of the townspeople seems to be the nicest guy you could ever possibly meet. But Romardo, you owe money to him, and he is the drug lord of Redstone and Lower Redstone. And you owe him a decent amount of money.
Yes, you know, I'm not in such a hurry to go see him.
No. But he may be in a hurry to see you. There's also Alan, the Catman owner of the Red Wing Raven Inn. And let's see. You guys didn't learn about the open trade market yet.
Mhm.
And that's about it, I think, guys. There's also Jess's cloth repair. Jess's cloth repair. Yep. It's Jess. You guys didn't talk to her, but you know that exists. So.
Oh, very good. Cloth repair.
Cloth repair. Who knows? That seems like such a niche job, but maybe it's something that needs to be done.
Like it might be relevant one day.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Maybe you just want your shirt fixed. Who knows?
True.
But hey, I can't wait for Thursday. I can't wait for you guys to go into this carnival and see what's happening.
Highlight of my week.
Yep. It's only a couple days now. That's the good news about doing a mini session on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
True. Cuts
But
that wait time in half.
it does. Is there anything anyone would like to say and or do before we jump out of here for tonight?
Everybody stop stealing Romardo's money.
Well, the Kraken is in pursuit of justice. It's going to be one heck of a show.
I'll tell you what, they gave you one coin specifically because technically the Kraken, nothing was stolen from you.
I don't have anything.
It is very true. Just be prepared. Mr. I don't know is no dummy. And he left you one gold coin. But with that, I have something to plug. Because I'm that guy. Nate and I are soon to be starting a podcast called Control A. Nate, you want to kind of give us the rundown of what that is?
Well, if you know your keyboard shortcuts, Control A is select all. So the podcast will be talking about numerous things, ranging from movies, sports, D&D, and other wonderful subjects. But it'll be pretty fun. So we would like to talk about everything, but select all or all of the above was taken. So we chose Control A.
We're gonna have some pretty fun segments. One, which we already talked about for sure, is making a pastor's kid go back and watch all the things he wasn't allowed to watch as a kid, and review them, see if he understood them, and probably make an utter fool of myself.
That
I'm
one.
looking forward to it.
Help me
Hold on to,
understand.
Yes.
Especially if it's like a lot of 80s movies, like where you're just gonna find out that a lot of them did not age well.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And
Yeah,
it's
that.
like, oh, this movie's funny. Wait, didn't he just sexually assault that person?
Yep. Yep.
Mm,
Yep.
Yep.
Did he just assume their gender?
Just numerous 80s movies like they commit horrible crimes, horrible.
People are
But
problematic.
that segment is help me understand, which Nate mentioned. Another segment is called I know what you D and did last session. Wow, that was tough for me to
Sure.
say.
Yeah.
Um,
You made it.
I stumbled. Let's be honest. And yeah, that's just kind of
Okay,
that's
you
going to
got it.
be.
You stuck the landing.
I stuck the land. That's going to be a section where we just kind of talk about what we did in D&D, maybe what we just did video game wise. Maybe we read some cool book or something. Just kind of our what you did this week. Nate, what are the other ideas we're going to talk about?
I think one segment is did you just see that? And that's kind of like our current events a little bit, like anything that we've seen or talked about. And then my if we're gonna pick on a pastor's kid and talk about we're gonna pick on the non-sporty kid. And that one's we can sport if we want to. And that's where we're gonna school myself on sports related events.
Yes, I'm very excited for that.
Yep.
I'm going to be quizzing him on many of things, and I'm going to have so much fun doing it.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna be like, yes, sport.
Yes.
Yeah,
Go
that is a
local
sporting.
sports team.
That is a sports term, I am told.
Yes. But yeah, that's everything I've got to plug. I don't know when we're going to start that, but
Yeah.
sometime soon.
That would be cool.
Okay. Well, definitely keep us updated and drop them links.
Of course. And who knows? Maybe we can find some special Canadian guests.
Yes.
Hey, yeah, I could definitely talk about some subjects of interest like tattooing.
It's
Tattooing.
true.
Eh?
Color by numbers.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, if I may.
I know about some sports a lot, but then like I am hilariously ignorant of the majority of other sports.
Nope.
Mhm.
Well,
He mostly knows the combat sports.
yes.
If they're not fighting, I'm bored.
So
My
20
dad,
seconds of minor league hockey. Got it.
yeah, my dad used to take me to hockey games when I was a kid, right? And like, it was always fun to go, but I was always just waiting for the hockey players to drop their gloves and start hitting each other. That was always my favorite. Like, I would get bored. I would get upset if there wasn't a fight in the game. I was looking at my dad like, why aren't they fighting?
I love it. Well, guys, I think that's everything. I think that is date night for the night. And we will be back Thursday at 7:30-ish Central Time. I can't wait to see you guys, and make sure your pets are spayed and neutered.
Yep.
Yes. Spay and neuter your pets.
All right. Have a great night. See you
Have a
guys.
good night.
A big bad.
Good night.